Hello and welcome to this course on JavaScript. We'll discuss what is JavaScript and why it is used. First of all, why it is important to know JavaScript. Because today is the world of internet, right? And on internet we browse websites. And how those websites are actually so interactive, right? So almost 98% of the websites use JavaScript. Isn't that interesting? Let's get started. So JavaScript is a cross-platform. That means it is available across the operating systems where we can talk about Linux, Windows and Mac, the leading ones. And then it is multi-paradigm. It is not only object-oriented, right? It is allowing other programming paradigms as well, right? Then it helps us to make our web pages interactive, which means dynamic. So in general, we call HTML as static. But if I want to make that HTML dynamic, I can add JavaScript to it. That's how it becomes dynamic HTML, right? So this is how the JavaScript is helping us to make our application more interactive and dynamic. We'll now talk about the history of the naming of the JavaScript, which is very interesting. So initially, Brendan Eich, who is known as the father of JavaScript, was given the task of creating this script for their browser called Netscape. And initially he just got few days only to create that, and he named that project as Mocha. Initially it wasn't JavaScript, right? It was Mocha. But then when it was launched with Netscape, for the first time they called it as LiveScript. And over a period of time, they finally named it as JavaScript. Maybe the reason was that Java was very popular at that time, and you know how marketing works. That something which is popular, people try to imitate that name, and that's how the name was given as JavaScript. But now today, Java and JavaScript both are the leading programming languages, right? So JavaScript is no more less than Java, right? Let's now see the comparison of Java and JavaScript. Are they same since they have the same name? The answer is no, they are not. They are not same, right? Why they are not same? Java is basically compiler based. And JavaScript, since it is a scripting language, it is interpreter based. Compiler based means your code gets converted into something and then it gets executed. But in the case of scripting, which is interpreter based, it doesn't convert that entire code into something. It just does that conversion line by line. And that is what interpreter is. Java is object oriented. As I already discussed about JavaScript, it is multi-paradigm. Object oriented is one of them. So these are the differences between Java and JavaScript. So they are not same. Now, when we are talking about JavaScript, where we can run this JavaScript and who will run the JavaScript? It is the engine which runs the JavaScript, and one of the famous engine is V8. Other than that, we have SpiderMonkey, Chakra, there are many other engines, but V8 is the most prominent one and the popular one. Why it is popular? Because the leading browsers like Chrome, right, it using V8 engine, and the Edge, which is coming as a Chromium Edge, and other Chromium browsers like Brave, Opera, Vivaldi, they all are using V8 engine. Now, can we only run JavaScript on the browser, or do we have something else? So yes, without browsers also we can run JavaScript, and that is Node.js. And again, Node.js works on V8 engine, right? So V8 engine is very, very important to know. And that is how we will be running our code in this course on the Node.js. But then later on, we will be running that on browser as well. But earlier, when we were having JavaScript initially, at that time, we were only running it on the browser. Now with the help of Node.js, we can run the JavaScript on without browser as well. Yeah. So let's get started.